Hello everyone and welcome back to Cornwell Garage. Now if you've been following along, we're working on a 1987 Toyota 4Runner, and what we've done is done a JD Fab long travel kit in the front with King shocks, and we also are installing a T100 axle in the rear with some King shocks as well. De-release. Fun project so far. Anyway, to start the day, we are going to paint this axle that we're installing. We're going to paint all the perches and all the bare metal underneath. After that, we're going to install this wheel width proportioning valve on the frame. We currently have two lines coming to the back for the factory proportioning valve, and I only need one. So I've got to plug this valve and I'll delete one of those lines. After that, we'll final assemble this thing, and we'll take it over to a local alignment shop and we'll drive it. After 3 years, it's here. It's finally here. It's wild to me because I've unfortunately let this project get on the back burner to just about everything else I could. But now we're finishing it up and I'm really enjoying this. It's a little bit surreal that this project's kind of coming to an end, especially with this video. But in reality, I'm probably never gonna be done working on this. I'm gonna be doing bumpers, sliders. I really wanna do a cage if I'm gonna start really driving fast out in the desert. And I mean, there's all sorts of things I want to do. I do want to fix up the paint, put original stripes back on, but as with any like car or project, it's never really done. It's just farther. But at least to me, it'll feel done because I'll be driving it, and that's really all that matters to me right now. So with that, I'm going to move you guys over. We're going to get started on the painting. We'll turn this old axle black. Good morning, everyone. I have got the painting done. The axle looks real nice. You can hardly tell I got it out of a B&R junkyard. Today, we're gonna start by finishing the brakes. I gotta delete one of those brake lines. I've gotta put a plug up front for one of those brake lines. We've gotta put the new proportioning valve in. This bad boy. Let's get to work. Okay, here we are under the passenger side. There's a T-fitting right here. You can see a really dark one. That is the return line coming from the rear LSPV, and that's the one we're gonna plug. Good thing I don't have beautiful powder-coated gray and blue parts right underneath all this brake fluid, you guys. Okay, here we are underneath. This is the line, unfortunately, that I smacked with the cutoff wheel. And it is the one, I believe, that comes from the master cylinder. And then this guy is that line that we just plugged in the front. So that line in the front, we're gonna have to reroute down. Not far, like a couple inches down. And we'll have to do some funky stuff and bending and whatnot. So I'm just going to go along and start cutting this off. I'd use a cutoff wheel, but I can't be trusted. Come on. Okay, so we've just been deleting this bottom one, and it is right here, and it goes up to right here. That was our feed from the rear master cylinder, or from the master cylinder, and this was our return, and it went to that plug that we put in. So we need to bend this return over into the feed after I get this all the rest of the way off. So I'm gonna get you guys in the wheel well because I need to work, and I'll switch these over. Have to do some bending, but not a whole lot. I mean, just have to put a bend in right here, another bend in right here, and get it over into that guy. Nothing too crazy. All right, I got it moved over. I really couldn't film that. That was really awkward. I just used a large socket, put a couple bends in it to make it shorter, and got it rerouted right there to the center of the screen. And our old line is deleted, so it looks a little cleaner. Let's move back to the back and start working on that proportioning valve. And I thought about doing disc brakes in the rear, but the thing about disc brakes on this, we better take that off. The thing about disc brakes is they're hard to come by for a T100. You can do it, it's crazy expensive, but these T100 brakes are already huge upgrades to this 4Runner. So I don't think I'm going to leave it drums. You know? Drums are not bad, you guys. They're lower maintenance. They're easy to work on. If you know how to work on them, you can learn. Replacing shoes is no big deal. Adjusting them is not that scary. And they do work well when they're adjusted and maintained correctly. Yeah. I think it'll go down and under. I have plenty of clearance. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to get my air set up, clean this up, and I'm going to cut out a little square plate, roughly about that size. We'll tack it on. I'll put a C-clamp on this, on the frame, and then I'll drill through both holes. Then we'll tap them, and then we'll mount it hard. It's kind of nice. That little extra quarter inch will be able to help us turn this as well. Come on. I've got this and shocks, and I am just about done. Okay, so it's about 1 in the morning. I've got this put together except for the brake cables, so I'm gonna have to take the tires back off again in the morning. And also I need to fill the rear diff with fluid, tilt it side to side, make sure everything's lubed, check the fluid again, and it's ready to go to the alignment after also bleeding the brakes. Just a quick update. I got the 4Runner back from the alignment shop. It's a beautiful day, so I'm going to head north up into the woods. I've got Colt and Dottie with me, and my first thoughts is this is great. I didn't know that it was going to track so well and drive so well. Here we are doing what the speedometer says is 60, give or take 5 miles an hour, because I do have 488s in this now. Get out of the shot. But so far so good. I've got a power steering pump that's going out. It's screaming right now, but I can still turn. So I'm gonna go up in the woods, find some snow and some mud, and goof off a little bit. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. The next one coming up is just gonna be wheeling. Fun only. We'll be in Utah. We'll be out in the desert here in Oregon, testing and trying to tune on the suspension. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.